Good morning to each and everyone. This morning we are going to have our pre-bid conference for 4 civil works projects to be implemented this year, 2024. But beforehand, I would like to acknowledge the presence of the BAC members and everybody inside this conference room. We have here Engineer Ernesto C. Camposano, our BAC Vice Chairman of the Construction Section. Ms. Jennifer C. Varias of the Administrative Section. Engineer Marcelo E. Unabia Jr. of the Construction Section. We have also here Engineer April Rubijoy Anticristo, the Acting Head of the Procurement Unit. Ms. P.K. Ramos, our BAC Secretariat. We have also here Ma'am Pichi Chato of the Procurement Unit, and our IT support, Mr. Froilan Marcelino Jr. So this morning we are going to have the pre-bid conference for the 24MC 0062, the construction of concrete road Binoligan-Amazion, Kidapawan City, North Cotabato, with an ABC amount of 82,025,000 pesos and contract duration of 210 calendar days. The 24MC 0085, construction of 2-story multipurpose building, Barangay Labuo, President Roxas, Cotabato, North Cotabato. ABC of 4,950,000 and contract duration of 190 calendar days. The third one is the 24MC 0087, construction of 2-story multipurpose building, Barangay Bangkal, Magpet, North Cotabato, with an ABC of 4,950,000 and contract duration of 190 calendar days. The last one is the 24MC 0084, construction of multipurpose building, covered court, Barangay Buhay, Makilala, North Cotabato, with an ABC of 4,950,000 pesos and contract duration of 120 calendar days. I acknowledge also the presence of one of our BAC members, Engineer Marilyn G. Versola of the Planning and Design Section. The opening of bids for these civil works projects will be on April 1, 2024 at 9 o'clock in the morning. Now I'm going to turn over the floor to our BAC Secretariat for some reminders to our interested bidders.
Yes, good morning. We have here the documents for the technical and financial component as per checklist of the bids. For our technical component, we have the updated certificate of PhilChef's registration membership. 2, if not enrolled in the CWA, updated pickup license and registration. The statement of all ongoing government and private contracts. The single largest completed contract or the SLCC. We have also the NFCC computation and statement of total assets and liabilities. The audited financial statement. If joint venture with special pickup license and joint venture agreement, if applicable. If already enrolled in the CWA, eligibility documents to be updated, if any. We have the bid security, then the project requirements as to organizational chart for the contract, list of contractors, key personnel, and the list of major equipment. We also have the omnibus sworn statement and the last certification as to key personnel per DEO number 9 series of 2012. Those are for the technical component, and for the financial component, we have the bid form, bid prices in the bill of quantities, the detailed estimates, and the cash flow by quarter. Aside from those documents, we also have some reminders to our bidders. First, we have the certificate of PhilChef's registration shall be updated with the current and updated Class A. Eligibility documents covered by Section 8.5.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Example, the registration certificate, the mayor's services permit, tax clearance, pickup license and registration, and the audited financial statements. If these documents are not updated, otherwise shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate of platinum registration and membership as per GPPB Resolution number 15-2021. The bidder can edit, update, and generate the updated certificate immediately. 2. The assigned key personnel of the contractor that it is indicated under the bid data sheet of the bidding documents that he or she must be different person assigned in the contract to be bid and not the same person holding its key position. PRC ID and tax ID of the key personnel must be updated and clear copy. 3. GPPB Resolution number 16-2020 approving the circular and the guidelines in the preparation of the simplified bidding documents for goods and infrastructure projects and submission of the required forms for the procurement of goods, infrastructure projects, and consulting services. Related amendments to the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. The required forms are already included in the bidding documents. Example, the omnibus term statement has 10 statements. DEO 36 series of 2015 dated March 11, 2015. Disclosure of ongoing contracts by prospective bidders. For DPWH infrastructure contracts, the bidder shall use the form DPWH-J. I know it is included already in the documents.
Yes.
A statement of all its ongoing and completed government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid within the period provided in the bidding document. Non-compliance with the provisions of this order shall make the concerned bidders liable to penalties under Section 65.3 of RA 9184-IRR and to the administrative sanctions under Section 69 of RA 9184-IRR. For DO number 28 series of 2024 dated February 26, 2024, the three-strike policy in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure, goods, and consulting services contracts. In order to establish a fair and transparent system for managing offenses committed by bidders in the procurement of infrastructure, goods, and consulting services projects through public bidding, the DPWH hereby introduces an updated three-strike policy. This policy is aimed at enforcing adherence to the procurement guidelines stipulated under Section 69.1.I of the 2016 Revised Implementing Rules and Regulations of Republic Act 9184. Under this policy, if a bidder commits 3 offenses or acts described as all other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of competitive bidding, they shall be subjected to an administrative penalty. These offenses or acts are further classified into 3 major categories as enumerated. 1. Withdrawal from the bidding process, submission of non-participation letter, or failure to submit a bid after purchasing the bid documents. However, the Bids and Awards Committee recognizes certain valid reasons for these actions. 2. Submission of late bids without valid reasons as determined by the VAC. Exceptions will be considered under extraordinary circumstances such as force majeure. This refers to unexpected and unavoidable external events that impede or prevent a bidder from timely bid submission as defined in Article 1174 of the Philippine Civil Code. 3. Submission of patently insufficient bid. A patently insufficient bid refers to a bid that fails to include or comply with certain mandatory requirements. The determination of whether bidder committed such an offense may occur as outlined. A. During eligibility screening and or shortlisting. B. During bid evaluation. And C. During post-qualification. Bidders are reminded to diligently review and scrutinize their documents to avoid any violations. For more details of this Department Order Number 28 Series of 2024, three-strike policy in the procurement of infrastructure, goods, and consulting services contracts, you can download a copy in the DPWH's website. For Department Order Number 87 Series of 2020, electronic submission and receipt of bids for the procurement of civil works contracts. Department Order Number 11, Series of 2017, inclusion of the minimum materials testing equipment in the technical component of the bid. Department Order Number 9, Series of 2012, technical requirements for civil works projects for public bidding. Under item number 6, which states, if a proposed technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the time of the bidding, shall submit a certification. 1. The personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract. And 2. He or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. Under item number 7, the bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. The certification under item number 6 or 7 shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Last, we have the memorandum dated March 6, 2023, issued by Secretary Manuel M. Buhay, with the subject, reiteration of department policies, issuances on the sale of bidding documents, and enrollment in the civil works application prior bidding. Particularly, item number 1 that states, in accordance with the department's citizens charter and the number memorandum dated December 27, 2021, only the following documents are required from the prospective bidders prior the sale of bidding documents. A. Company ID or any government-issued ID. B. Authorization letter, if not authorized liaison officer in the CWA. Example, special power of attorney for sole proprietorship or board, partnership, joint venture, resolution with secretary's certificate for corporation, partnership, joint venture, and cooperative. These department orders are downloadable in the DPWH website and GPPB resolution in the GPPB website for full details, instructions stated in the guidelines for reference of the bidders. So those are the reminders for our bidders so that you have the smooth flow in the opening of your bid during the scheduled bidding. Thank you and good morning.
I would like to acknowledge also the presence of our PWG head engineer Noah May Batista. So is there any other reminders to our prospective interested bidders? Hearing none, I declare this pre-bid conference this morning adjourned. Thank you. May bidding na tayo na yan? Goods.
Katong wala na ko yung Friday.
Ano itong sa maintenance?